Welcome to Midday Meditation. The idea here with this sequence is to share some possible ways to get a bit of calm during the day when it might be more necessary than ever to have a clear mind, sharpened thoughts, and just a general state of well-being. Generally, as most practitioners and yogis will advise, the best time for meditation is actually in the morning, even before sunrise, quite early. I personally like the hour of 5 or 5:30. I think it's quite good. Also, it's before you get wrapped up in emails and WhatsApps or anything, distractions or noises on the street even. So that said, I'm going to show 2 or 3 postures that are nice for a 10 or 15 minute mental calm. And I'll just give a couple options basically on seating. So the first one is the gracious pose. But before we get into that, actually there's one thing to cover here. This is the eraser, or how to get everything off the chalkboard in one go before even moving the mat and getting into a posture and breathing. Sometimes you have a lot of thoughts running around the head. This is called the bumblebee. A very useful approach to just clear the cobwebs or distractions all in one go. We're going to put our thumbs just here over the inner earlobe on both sides, pressing hard enough so you don't hear anything, but not that you're hurting yourself or causing any damage. And then the fingertips on the top. We're going to be closing our eyes. Keep your teeth separated because you're going to make a humming in the back of the throat, and this will cause a reverberation. Better not to have the teeth chattering. So on the count of 3, we'll all do the same, putting our thumbs over our inner earlobes, fingertips on top of the head, closing the eye, deep yogic breathing for all of this through the nose, inhale and exhale, and 3 long hums at your own pace. So inhale, press the thumbs, and now a second time. And one more time. Deep inhale through the nose. Now gently releasing the thumbs, hands at your side. Maybe just do something nice for the eyes. This is called palming, rubbing the hands together. Close your eyes. This helps circulation around the eyes. Once they're hot, just put the palms over the closed eyes. Hold here for a moment until the hands cool. And now, I hope you feel the effect. It's just like a clean slate, so to speak. So now, let's look at 2 postures. They're very similar. Possible positions to be in just for, let's say, 10, 15 minutes. The calm breathing after you've done your reset with the bumblebee. I like to fold the mat in 2 on both sides. This protects a little bit the knees and the tops of the feet. Particularly if you're ever in Thunderbolt, it would be like this. But this one's Thunderbolt with the knees separated. Hence, it's called the gracious pose. The toes are touching here in the back, large, big toes. And you're sat there on top of your heels. Now, if you don't quite reach the base of the spine to the mat, then I recommend the block. You can either go horizontal or vertical, whatever's more comfortable, just like a bicycle seat. Because in meditation, and just yoga in general, it's very, very key to be completely grounded or in contact with the earth. So it's just much better for the posture as well, the breathing, everything. So this is a gracious pose. Maybe you just want to choose a simple mudra with the forefinger and the thumb together, shoulders back, close your eyes, and just stay here. Now, if you want to try another variation, I'll give you one other option. This one is called the lion pose. So you can keep the brick there if you like. It's really just gracious pose, but turning the hands around. That's why it's easy one to add into this as an option. And just leaning back. Now, as you push down on the palms need to be flat on the mat, completely touching. You'll see your lower back arches a little bit, and as you breathe in through the inhale, through the nose, it actually accentuates. This is a really good lower back opener. If it doesn't cause you discomfort, it's good in releasing tension, perhaps from being seated all day, etc. And it opens up the breathing path remarkably well, even more. And if you're an advanced practitioner, I personally like here to add occasionally the tongue lock and with the eyes closed, focus on the third eye with the gaze. So 2 options there as well. And so I'll just stay in this position, the lion pose. We'll stay here for some minutes, and then we'll finish up with one last midday meditation idea to share. Okay, and now just gently coming back to seated posture and vertical. If you're not already there, opening your eyes. And now we're going to turn around facing the other way, just for demonstration. Also a little bit more space on the mat. This next one is called Thinker's Pose. Yes, that's right, just like the Ronan statue. Or also Hero's Pose. I use a brick with this one. The idea is really actually to be sat on the floor, but I think it's just an easier, makes it more accessible to everybody that way. It's like Thunderbolt. So you would start here, with the knees together, sat on top of the heels. Bring one foot forward, left foot, for example. Ankle touching the knee, and the block, well, I do that again to get grounding. So you're there on the floor, and it's just like I said, it's a Thinker's or Hero's Pose. This is great. It reduces overactivity in the mind and heightens awareness and sharpness and gives a very nice calm. So super practical, and you can just do normal deep yogic breathing. Left knee, left elbow, chin in the palm, relax, and a simple mudra again on that right knee. And we'll stay here for some minutes until changing sides. Remember, do both sides. It's yoga and meditation, so always equals on both sides of the body. And so now just gently opening your eyes, getting the head back to normal position. Before changing sides, I recommend child's pose. So just lengthening the hands out there, forehead on the floor, sat back on the heels. Just a few breaths here. And now take the brick and same thing, just the other side. So this time the right leg is forward. You have your brick under your right glute. Make sure your feet are completely on the mat. And now right elbow on the right knee and chin in the palm. Simple move your left knee. Close your eyes and just gentle yogic breathing through the nose. Okay, now just gently opening your eyes, release the hands, come around. And last but not least, I'll just end the little sequence and share here with one of the tip that's particularly useful midday. That's why I added in here at the end. It's not necessarily a meditation sequence, but I mentioned earlier the thunderbolt pose, where you're on your knees and topsy-heels. Well, actually, this is a really good one to do just after eating, especially midday if you get that drowsy feeling. What it does is it blocks a little bit the circulation in the legs so that the blood and the digestive system can really go to work 100% or more than 100%. And its benefit is not only just increasing the metabolism a bit, but also it eliminates that drowsy effect. And just with 5 minutes being seated like this after a meal, if you can find a spot and place to do it, fantastic way of kind of keeping your day going. So hope these ideas were useful. I look forward to live streaming some more yoga and meditation sequences shortly. I'll put them up on the schedule, and have a great day. Namaste.